Hey y'all, welcome back to the DIY Entrepreneurs Reaction Show. I'm so glad you decided to tune in with me today. Let's go ahead and hit the like button and become a subscriber if you're not yet subscribed to the channel. I would really appreciate it. We're going to be reacting to another Shark Tank pitch, so let's check it out.
First into the tank is a solution to one inconvenient aspect of online shopping.
Hi, I'm Brad Ruckus. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm the CEO and founder of BoxLock. I'm here today asking for $1 million for 5% of my company. E-commerce sales are set to skyrocket past $500 billion this year. That means that Americans are receiving more packages and home deliveries than ever before. But there's a huge problem. How are we going to protect all the deliveries from porch pirates and package thieves? Like millions of other people, I had cameras installed to be able to keep an eye on all the deliveries we received. Literally, the very next day, I watched some guy walk up and steal 2 packages off our front porch. And so that's why I created BoxLock. BoxLock's a smart padlock. You put it on a storage container outside of your house. When your friendly delivery driver walks up, he's going to use the lock to scan the tracking number on the package. If that package is out for delivery to you, the lock pops open, giving him access. He's going to put the package inside, lock it up. You're going to get a notification on your phone letting you know that your package has been delivered securely. We know it's a win for anybody who buys anything and anybody who ships anything. And that's why we know BoxLock will be a win for you too. I'd love to share some samples.
Now, real quick, I just want to come in because the guy that's on the screen now, his name is Jamie, and this is a old season, and so he is the creator, and he actually was in the Shark Tank, and he pitched the idea for the Ring bell that we all know now. It was called Doorbot. Doorbot before, when he pitched it here on the Shark Tank. And now he comes back, and now he's a shark. A little bit about his company. When it was named Doorbot, I believe it was Amazon that went and purchased the company and made it into Ring for $1 billion. And so he's an entrepreneur that's on the Shark panel because he had a successful idea. He came to the Shark Tank to pitch. He only received one offer from Kevin, and it was a royalties deal. He declined that. And now he comes back and sitting next to Kevin with a business that was bought for $1 billion. And so it's interesting that they will have, that they will showcase this product that's kind of similar to Ring, but for a box. So it's pretty interesting, but let's check it out.
With you?
Sure.
And answer your questions.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. You're such a gentleman.
You're welcome. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
So, Brad, it wasn't long ago that someone very much involved in security came in here and asked for a ridiculous valuation. I was the only shark that believed in him, and now look what happened.
What happened?
He could have made a lot of money. Instead, he made some.
And now he's working.
You're right beside me now.
This feels really great and solid. So what have you put in so far? Where is the product at today?
Right now in R&D, we've probably put in about $500,000.
No.
Wow. It is in manufacturing right now. It is in the process of shipping.
So you haven't gotten any into the consumer's hands yet.
That's always
But what have been
tricky.
your sales?
We've actually sold 800 units on pre-sale.
And what were the units being sold for?
The units at that point were being sold between $89 to I think $109 on Kickstarter.
How much now?
So they're going to retail for $129.
What's your cost to make them?
Our next order should be around $65 per unit.
What are you scanning?
We're scanning the tracking number on the package. We automatically collect tracking numbers from UPS, USPS, FedEx, every one of the carriers.
How long is it going to take to make drivers aware of how to use this device?
So we're working with the different carriers on driver awareness and training programs.
Because if this doesn't work immediately, they're going to put the package back in front of the door and move on.
What we found is that these guys care a lot about making sure their deliveries are secured.
So why don't we just jump right into the looming question here? You want $1 million for 5%? That means you're saying the company is worth $20 million.
Even the Ring guy wasn't that aggressive.
What's the reasoning behind that?
this is a really complicated problem, right? And it needs to be solved.
Just because it's a big problem doesn't mean you get a big valuation for walking in. When Ring came in at $7 million, we were at a $3+ million a year run rate of sales of a product.
Yep. So we're in market. We're actively working with the carriers, right? It is all up and
So
running.
I want to make sure I understand. I have to buy the box.
You have to buy a box.
Separately.
Yeah.
What's your box cost?
That box is likely going to retail between $100
Oh,
and
wow.
$129.
I got about
Why
a
are you
box and a
valuing the
lot
business at that
separately.
price right now? We deal in facts today.
Or does it come
This
with the
stuff is all
129?
working. It's all up and running.
We know all that.
Let me
You've already
stop you. I think
explained
you
that.
keep
I'm asking about the
you keep
valuation.
explaining why the market is worth something.
Yeah, you may
We
see
need
it.
to understand why the business is worth something.
Because we have this unique opportunity to be able.
I like the way Jamie tried to separate that, because a lot of times we see a lot of entrepreneurs that come into the tank, and when they're asked to explain their valuation, they say, well, the opportunity in the market. And what Jamie just said, he said, we understand the market opportunity. What is the business opportunity? So that's where you got to get down into your business and understanding your threats, your strengths, your weaknesses, and things like that. Understanding for your business what is the opportunity, not necessarily the market opportunity. And so I like the way that Jamie just kind of made a point of saying
able
that.
to, as I said, solve a problem that no one else has been able to solve.
But that's the reason it's worth 20.
Well, everybody's
No,
really
we're waiting
wanting
for
to
real
hear.
facts like I have this amount of sales, these amount of patents, I have I mean real facts that we can take.
So let's talk about the patents.
You know, I'm just such not a patent person. I had no patents protecting me. I out executed. I think I love the market, by the way. I mean, I literally sold my company for over $1 billion to Amazon, so I know package delivery. I control front doors. I don't like that you have to change the user behavior to do this. You know, why Ring worked is because we didn't have to change the behavior of the customer. It still was a doorbell, it still worked, it just enhanced it. This changes where you put the package, how you deliver the package, the timing of the package delivery. And asking for a $20 million valuation, you know, it's so far away from me that I'm out.
That was the best feedback he could have
Brett,
gotten.
there's so many problems
From the
that
right
you have to
person.
solve with so many constituents that it's going to cost you hundreds of millions of dollars and years in order to get it done. There's no
It was probably to his detriment too that Jamie was sitting on the panel on this day when he came and made his pitch, but
path of least resistance that gets you to a profitable company that I can see. And so for those reasons, I'm out.
When I've asked you to explain the reason
don't
why the
seem pretty
business
confident.
itself costs that much today, $20 million, you were not able to explain that to me in any tangible ways. So with that, I'm out.
he still haven't said anything about patents.
Brad, you're climbing Mount Everest without an oxygen tank. That million's going to be vaporized in 3 months, and just training costs of all the millions of delivery guys. Good luck on that journey. I'm out.
Am I the only one left?
Yes,
You're the
you
only
are.
one left, Lori.
Oh my gosh. Listen, QVC ships 320 million packages a year alone. This is a big problem. This is a really good solution. I've been working on something like this now for several years. We
Okay,
haven't
Lori.
quite come to a finalization. So I will give you the $1 million as a loan, but I want a royalty. And I want you to tell me what royalty you'd be willing to give me.
Is your expectation that royalty is capped at a certain amount of sales?
I would do the royalty until I make my money back plus another 500.
Plus another $500,000. Let me make sure I get that right. $1 million plus another $500,000 back in royalties, so a whole total of $1.5 million plus the interest rate.
8% interest and 2.5% of the company in the end. Listen,
You have learned,
the deal-
grasshopper, from the master.
I have. I sit next to Kevin for many
anyways,
years.
This is
But
a
I'll tell
venture
you,
debt deal. It's a
You
venture debt deal.
understand why. I
Yep.
can bring you the customers, but there are so many ifs here. This is like walking on a tightrope between 200-story buildings. I mean, this is really risky.
Well, so I greatly appreciate it. I'd love to see if we can figure out how to get that loan up to $1.5 million. And then I would love to see the royalty at $3 per unit.
Chihuahua, caramba, Lori.
Okay, they
That's a lot of capital.
negotiating.
boy, it's like I just
Lori, come
really
in, Lori.
worried. Really worried. I would have really.
What are you
What
going
are
to
you
do?
gonna do,
Lori?
So I'm going
Y'all
to throw
gotta
it back
stop
to Jamie right
rushing
now.
him.
Because
To Jamie?
I am. I'm going to throw it to Jamie because I think he'd be a great partner.
Whoa.
I do.
Jamie, I know there is no one in
Get
this
that extra
space
half a
who
meal.
spent more time than me thinking about this problem and trying to figure out how to solve it.
Help them make it better.
You don't have the part that everyone's looking for, which is the network of these out there in the field and that trajectory. You don't have that yet. And I think that's my problem. You're missing the part that I would actually be wanting to invest in. So for that, I'm still out.
He probably see it as a competitor too.
I'm out.
Oh!
Good luck with it.
Good luck,
Smart.
Brad.
I hope.
Congrats.
I hope it really works out.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you, guys.
Well, unfortunately, Brad did not get a deal for the BoxLock. He came in asking for $1 million for 5% in equity, and it seemed like Lori just kind of laid in the back. You know, she just kind of laid back and waited till all the men said what they thought was wrong, and then she said, "Am I the only one?" Okay, good. And she started off on a spiel. I love that. And so, but the offer that she came in, when he wanted more, she was going to give him the $1 million as a loan with some royalties and things attached to it. And then he countered with $1.5 million. So he wanted another half. At that point, Lori said, I couldn't do that on my own, but if Jamie, who's the inventor of the ring bell or the ring, if he comes in with me, I'll be able to do it. He wasn't able to do that. And so she went out. But that was an interesting negotiation deal and offer that Lori kind of designed. And I liked the way that she kind of thought that through and kind of came up with the offer. But in the end, he was not able to secure a offer for his business, and so I wish him the best in his endeavors. I want to thank you guys so much for sticking around till the end. I appreciate it for you being tuned in. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Make sure you check us out for the next one.